Good morning, all of you. In this lecture, we are going to deal with the topic occupational disease under the subject social and marketing research with BBA 405 subject code. Okay, so today we will see what is this the meaning of occupational diseases. We will see its causes of diseases and the examples and what are the constitutional rights or the what are the constitution government has framed to save people from these occupational diseases. Okay, let's start. What do you understand by the term occupational disease? The occupational disease as the diseases which are caused due to any specific occupation. If we are saying it in this layman term, then we have to find out what are the occupations which are causing these diseases and what type of diseases are these. Because if we think from the occupational diseases, so in this today's modern era, each and every occupation has little bit a minor disease or the major disease. It is caused. If you can say that if you are a software engineer or a website developer, web developer, it's also causing somewhere the occupational disease. They were making the complaints that they were having the migraine or the back end problem, many type of problems they are facing. But these are the problems which can be cured by the day, by some exercises, by some things, by some medicines, by some yoga, by some therapy. But there are certain diseases which can't be cured. It is a chronic disease and it causes a severe results on our health. So today we will see what type of occupational disease are these. Now, an occupational disease is any chronic ailment that occurs as a result of work or occupational activity. It is an aspect of occupational safety and health. So, there is a society also which is named Global Occupational Health Society, which is also known as the OHS, which is strictly linked to the dynamic of economic globalization. Like as we are seeing that we are being developed, our economy is rising, our GDP is increasing, our national income is increasing. So somewhere these occupational diseases are also increasing. Or what are what is the OHS status by these increments? Is it increasing or decreasing according to the globalization, according to our economic status, according to our country income status, where it is? The global OHS issues also become local in developed countries due to many factors, including untrained migrant workers in the informal sector, construction, and agriculture. Now, if we think from this point of view, OHS issues, so are the workers are untrained due to these occupational diseases occurring, or due to the some materials which are used in these factories, in these production houses, due to the use of these materials, these occupational diseases are occurring. What are the main reasons? Just take an example from our neighbor state, Jharkhand. In Jharkhand, it is famous for the coal because the main income of this state comes from the coal, and the coal mining works are done by the local people. So the maximum people of Jharkhand were involved in this occupation of coal mining. After belonging to this occupation for 4 years, 5 years, 60 years, 6 years, after they start complaining a problem that they, there is a breathing problem. They can't take the breath, just like a physically fit man. Some were complaining that they were having the respiratory problem, many types of problem. Some were saying that they have the cough or lungs problem. So all these diseases are occurred due to the laborers who are working in these coal mines. In coal mines, there were very dust particles are there, which they are breathing, inhaling, and just it is affecting their lungs, their respiratory system, their breathing system. So this is only a one example how it is damaging all those workers who are involved in the coal mining activity, in the coal mining occupation. That's just a single example. Just take another example. All those workers who are engaged in making the crackers, firecrackers, fireworks. Just think what type of chemicals are used, potassium, very different type of chemicals which even burnt our hands, burnt our skins. It is injurious to our eyes. It is just a single particle, a very small particle also touches in our eyes, it will also damage our eyes. So these type of occupation, the chemical factories, just take the example of Bhopal gas tragedy. What happened there? Due to the leakage of gas, the whole area is till now suffering. Why it is so? So, somewhere the people, the workers were involved in this gas factory, and this where the gas was being filled, refilled, it was generated. So how it has affected those areas? If it is affecting those areas, if any mishappening occurs in that factory, in that plant, what will happen? Just think of that. So it is the major problem due to these occupations. Now, what are the causes of the most occupational disease? The most common occupational disease. The number one, physical overload. Illness often causes occupational diseases. What type of diseases these are causing? These are causing the pulmonary diseases could arise due to the different working environment, hazards like mineral dusts. Just now I have taken the example of the pulmonary diseases of the Jharkhand coal mines, aerosols, and gases of toxic substances. These all are causing the pulmonary diseases. Hard physical labor in severe weather conditions, like the temperature of those areas of Rajasthan where the temperature touches till 50 degrees centigrade and the people are doing the hard labor. Just think what will happen to them. They will get the heat stroke or they will get some severe disease after working in the same environment. The people who are working in the minus temperatures, freezing point temperatures, what will happen to them? No doubt they will be facing after a certain age of some serious occupational diseases due to this. Repetitive work movement, if a same man is working the same work throughout the day, what will happen? Either he will get paralyzed or he will lose his sense. Work with arms lifted above shoulder height. There are some factories where the rigorous labor work is required. They are lifting the heavy hydraulic machines with their arms above the shoulder height, which is again causing a major effect on their bones, on their joint pain. Heavy lifting work in a very noisy environment, just like the aluminium factory or the steel factory, it makes too much noise. Now, what will happen to them? They will they will be deaf just after a very 3 to 5 years of age by working in those environments. Too much use of computers, too much use of computers are directly damaging our eyes, our retina, our vision, or back problems, neck problems. These type of problems are occurring due to these diseases. Now, we will see what are the examples of occupational disease. What type of diseases are occurring due to these occupations. The first one is the allergy. If you are working in any chemical factory, soap factory, detergent factory, many times people laborers are complaining that they are having allergy due to this chemical, due to this material, or due to some essence, smell, anything. Hearing loss. Just if a people is working in any noisy environment, no doubt. will lose his hearing power. Asthma, the problem of asthma, lung diseases, it's all are causing in the coal factory, coal minings. Next is the lead poisoning. Lead, the lead is used in the batteries. Think about those companies in Exide, Luminous, Microtech, all these battery manufacturing companies are using the lead, which causes the poison. And somewhere it's also affecting the laborers who are involved in the manufacturing of these items. Next is the radiation skills. All those workers, like if a person who is working, who is the lab technician, he's involved in the medical and X-ray technology, for the whole day he's doing x-ray, he's doing MRI, what will happen to him? Somewhere he will be also affected by those radiation machines. Okay, so it will cause the radiation illness. Just take one more example from the doctors, from the medical point of view, like all those patients who are having cancer disease, for all those patients who are having the cancer diseases, if they're in the first stage, it is being treated by therapy called chemotherapy. In chemotherapy, they are given radiation. So the people who is receiving the radiation, it's good for him because it's killing the killing the main items of the cancer. But the people who is giving this therapy, think about him. He is not being suffering from anything, but however, he is just providing this radiation therapy, chemotherapy to that cancer disease people. But somewhere he is also got affected due to this occupation. He also making complaints that he is having the skin problem, he is having the eyesight loss problem, he is having the heartbeat problem. Many types of problems are caused due to this radiation. Yes. Skin diseases, no doubt. In the chemical factories, maximum people were complaining that they are having the skin diseases. The last one is the computer vision syndrome, which it is very common. It can be caused. It can be found in a 10 years old boy, 20 years old person, 30 years, 40 years. It is of various age. You will find this very uncommon that computer vision syndrome is there. Now, what are the health related legislations in India? At present, we can find that there are almost 16 laws present which are related to our working hours, our condition in which we are working, our employment area, our employment environment, all these things. But however, the protection of health and safety measures taken by the government for the workers is not is not used in that way. Somewhere the government is also making in that way in which it can be used. So family is also facing the problem due to their health. Okay, so these are the things which we are dealing in the topic occupational diseases. Thank you.